right by, and you know what happens? They drown the babies.
Oh no!
With the wake, and they're also
terrible.
and they're also screwing up the wildlife in Dunellen.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
talking to Sarah King yesterday and told her, that there ought to be something going on to protect these birds.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
these people
It
that have to
makes
have
me-
motors instead of sails.
Oh, they let those people with the
Well, you know that's what this whole thing is about here.
yeah.
Is trying to keep the springs clear and the water
Well, I thought
pristine and all
Dunellen
this kind of
was
business.
that way too, and I don't know what's happened lately, but
Well, it takes a lot of effort and good education and events like this to
And
bring it to
less
everybody's
people,
mind.
Let's be frank.
And it's the damn truth.
oh well, you know what? They
Frank.
Oh no, let's don't be frank. We've got Frank.
How can you be so?
How prophetic was that?
Pathetic?
Because you went
Pathetic?
that- Yeah,
Pathetic?
okay, I'll take
Prophetic.
it anyway.
Pathetic. You got gators in here? You have enough
Occasionally.
gators in yours.
Occasionally, we did have to get a nuisance squad out here to
what it's
if
called?
you've got an alligator nuisance program that when the alligators are posing a threat.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
flying on
And I
Stargate.
used to come out here every night with the dogs, and we'd look at the moon and the stars and so
Well,
forth.
is this an
And-
eye on the movie
Uh-oh,
now?
is this part of what he was talking about?
Only thing he's ever done before is go
Okay,
around.
we got to break out the
This
song.
is good. This is going up on YouTube.
Damn, this traffic
How
jam.
he's going up.
How I used to be
So
late.
anyhow,
Where's
let us
my
tell you.
motor to go so slow?
we'd,
Tell me at home,
we'd,
my stuff to be cold.
I came out here one night with the I came out, and every time I came out, I noticed that alligator was a little bit closer. And a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit closer.
Okay.
And there were two in the lake at the time, but one was very interested. I think somebody might have been feeding it or something like that.
Yeah.
But I came out here one night, and I got halfway out here, and something exploded underneath the dock and went scurrying off. And I said, okay, that's it. They're
This
getting too
is
close.
perfect
Because our
alligator.
dog would jump off into the water, and the next door neighbor's dog was a black lab, and they'd be in the water
Oh,
all the
yeah,
time.
sure.
So I called them up and said, what can we do about this? And they said, well, can you fence your property?
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's not just my property. There's 50 homes around this
Pay for
place.
the
Yeah.
bill?
I ended up doing it eventually, but at the time, it was a bit of a challenge.
Say, yeah, will you pay for it?
Yeah, well, so anyhow, so he finally said to kids swimming in the lake, and I said, yeah, and he said,
And
well,
that was it.
that'll be it. We'll get the gator out.
And so they get them out and put
Well,
them
what
somewhere
happened
else,
was is that they came out here one night about 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that, and they took a little skiff out to the center, and they hooked a piece of old rotten chicken
Yeah.
to a shark hook, and they attached
How did
one
they
end.
know which gator they were getting? Because
Listen,
this
listen,
is
it doesn't
gator
matter.
country
It doesn't
here.
matter. There's only two in the lake at the time, and only one was being aggressive.
Are
So
you sure there were only two?
yes, at the time, because what it was spring and breeding season, and Moran Prairie is where most of them were, and they come up this little tributary and come to this lake. The younger ones did because they were small enough. They
It was
get
their
run
own
off.
little Eden.
No, it's teasing.
Yeah, they were.
And you
so
destroyed it for them.
now listen, I know,
Bad
and it was
boy.
the same.
So they
So they said, well, how big is it? And I said, it's
Put it on my
probably
wall,
6
it's
feet,
right
something
driven
like
out of
that.
it.
So
You
they
know the
came
thing.
out here and they set the hook up with the little milkshake jug, the milk jug and the mushroom, weight at the bottom, anchor,
Yeah.
and left it. And the next morning, at 6 o'clock the morning before I was even up, I heard it boom, like that.
Oh, they killed the sucker?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, if it gets
they
any
don't just
bigger,
try to get it.
to relocate it, it's liable to wreak more havoc by just going 20, 30 miles across country.
Oh.